this is what I see when I log in. This is my home page. And actually, since I'm in here, I'm going to show you what I like so that you'll be able to help when we're having the developer put this together for us. So first, I do like this part up here because any quick notes or whatever we can just kind of look through easily there. That's good. We talked about the big buttons already, which seem pretty, convenient and big. And then I do like this dashboard with the reports because I think it's important to keep your eye on the ball. And so this section over here, my active listings, this is almost exactly like what you prepare for me in a way. It's just like logging into the MLS, I guess, and looking at your active inventory. I don't know what that's going to look like when we have 75 listings, or even the 29 if they were in there. But anyway, my tasks, I like this. And I have a question for you about this one right here. Yesterday, I think I gave this to you. Oops. Let's see. I thought I had assigned it to, let's see, edit task. Here we go. And changes made to this occurrence may be overwritten if this series is changed. Okay. I'm going to give it to you just because I want us both to have a chance to see what it's like when I take something that maybe I was working on and give it to you, and vice versa. So I guess I'm going to edit series because I think what I'm going to do is say that it doesn't recur, but I don't know how to do that. There doesn't seem to be a way to make it go back to a non-recurring activity. So I'm just going to look, it says, I'm just going to assign it to you here. Oops, my internet is also slow. Okay, so let's see what that looks like, because it came back to me. I had assigned it to you yesterday, and then it showed up again assigned to me today. And I think because the series had me as assigned to, it defaulted, or it overrode it. Okay, so going back here to home, yeah, it's disappeared. So I'd like to see what that looks like on your end, and I'm also curious as to whether or not you can see that right now or not. And I do like that the calendar's right here. I don't really know what that is yet. So anyway, let me show you where I go to set you up. And this is what it looks like. So if I go to manage users, okay, here's you. And here are the settings that I've played around with. RE Advanced User. At one point, I thought that was causing a problem. I'm not really sure why that just happened, but since I'm here, I'm going to take a quick look. Maybe there's something I can change right here. I think these are just the layouts. It says contact layout. That looks like a good video to watch. I say show me later. Okay, I'm not gonna, I can always come back here. It just, I was hoping that I would find the answer real quickly here, but okay. So just going back to your let me do the edit. So I had changed this to standard user, thinking that might make a difference. Then I changed it back because I saw something in another place that said that you had to be a REthink advanced user in order to work on records that were not your own. So I believe it should be set to that now. And feel free to stop this and kind of read through these and see if you see anything, but I'm pretty sure nothing in there is going to affect your settings. So, all right. Now down here, these are your permission sets. So the first permission set I set you up for was admin. And the admin object settings, you probably already know this, but these things up here are called objects, apparently. So object settings, if we go down to listings, none of the listing browsers should be part of it because that's for the IDX feed. So I had edited this and given you permission on everything, except to delete stuff. I actually prefer to delete stuff if something needs to be deleted. So I literally gave you permission to do everything here. And then I'd also let me go back. Objects. Okay, object settings. All right, so another thing that I had given you permission was accounts. You can read, create, edit, and view all. Action plans, I gave you access to do everything on these action plans. Action tasks, I should give you this one right here. I'll show you what it is like. So I just, go through and I guess it wouldn't let me click that one because it's populated by the person. Certain ones aren't editable. Okay, so I just save. Now that should be in your permission set. And if I just go down to object settings again, let's take another look down here. I don't know what most of these things are, so as we work with it a little bit more intensively, then I'll go in and give you permission to stuff that is relevant, I guess. So there's not anything else. And also contacts, you do have recreate, edit, view. Let me do contracts. Oh, I thought this was listing contracts. It's not. I'm just going to cancel it because it's not relevant. All right, so that's the admin settings. You should be good with that. And then if I go back to the other permission set, I did a separate one for listing coordinator because I wanted to add in, and I just did the listing permissions. So you can see here, listings, recreate, edit, view all. So you have both. You used to have one and that wasn't working, so I thought, well, I'll just Because at that point I thought you were able to do contacts, and I'm like, well, the admin permission setting includes contacts and listings, and you can only see contacts, so I thought I'd see if I just put under a listing coordinator the listing setting and assign that to you as well, that might get you in there, but apparently it hasn't. So this is what I can see on my side. As far as your question about allowing you to see reports, there really isn't anything like that. Like this role, I'm not sure how roles would affect your ability to see that stuff. Permission sets, profiles, I don't think that one. New profile. Okay. It looks like these are just layouts. Let me go back to, you are an REthink advanced user. Okay. That's what your profile is. This profile has view all, modify all on key REthink records such as contacts, listings, and closings. You should already have view all, modify all on. I'm just gonna, I don't think these are gonna affect anything, but contacts default on. Listings default on. Custom object permissions. You have permissions on all of this here. I do like this though, because as we grow, there is a possibility we would need a second admin person, such as a listing coordinator, and that person might only have access into doing certain activities like, you know, adding action plans in, so that they wouldn't be able to actually create anything, they'd just be able to use it, and then they wouldn't be able to access into the pending side and all that. You know, it's just, I like this, and I hope that this is something that these permissions are something that we can have through the developer. I don't know, it seems pretty complicated though, doesn't it? Okay, so let's just save that. And then just to kind of go back and circle back and confirm, when I look at you, you are an REthink advanced user with a Salesforce platform. Anyway, I'm gonna wait till I hear back from the guy tomorrow. Hopefully that will solve this problem we're having, and hopefully you'll be able to get in there tomorrow. Actually, while I've got you, I'm gonna go to listings. I put this one in here just to kind of mess around with it a little bit. So I experimented with, and you can see it showed up on the map, which is great. And it also automatically populated this geocode. So these two functions right here, I would like to see in our CRM when we get one, when our developer works on that. Okay, so I started playing around with action plans. I created an action plan based on the new listing checklist, and I didn't finish it necessarily, but I put things that I felt like were day one things, and these have already done, but I didn't check them off because I want you to be able to go in there and look at them and then just check them off when you look at them. And if you have any feedback, let me know. But you can see I put the YouTube video. Let's see how that works. So it's the instructional video, and maybe it would make sense to, if this works, to create an instructional video for, so it's clearly working. So maybe it would make sense to create a video for each step in the process and add that instead of, or also add a Word doc with, or a PDF with the instructions right onto the task, because it's just right there, and I like the idea of not having to go searching for instructions to do something. So I just started it. I really haven't finished. And then we can easily put another task at the end that says implement, or, you know, start new listing checklist 2. And then this list will go away. That way we don't have an overwhelming number of tasks in there all at once. So multiple checklists for a new listing, and have them be like day 1, day 2, day 7 type of things. Okay, so and it links right back, which is something we're doing in Asana, but I like that, you know, you can hit a link and kind of go back to where you were before. This is where we can upload images. And also I like that we have Google Docs that we can add down below here, or attach file. So we can have all the paperwork right on the listing. I really like that. Okay, I'm going to send this to you now. Talk to you later.